Well, again, thanks. It's a real honor to even be mentioned in the same sentence as George and Steve. But really, it's an organizational type of thing. Obviously, for me, having the group of people that I have working for me, gives me such great confidence and gives our organization such a good boost. Larry Simmons, Craig Heisinger, my two assistant general managers, run the respective pro and amateur staffs, and they allow those staffs to do their job, which in turn allows us to, do what we need to do. We have a very small staff, but our staff enjoys working together, and it's been a common theme right from the beginning. So real proud to have that kind of staff, and then obviously the support of ownership, which you don't get to this point in the playoffs without having that type of leadership within the organization.
Front right, Mark.
Mark Spector, Sportsnet. Chevy, you guys built and made the playoffs a few years ago. It got swept, but you made the playoffs, and a lot of GMs would have said, "Okay, we're here and we're ready to make the playoffs every year." But you didn't. You sort of took a step back and you kept building, and even kind of took another run at building to get to this point. Why didn't you think you were ready, and how much sort of courage did it take not to just try to make the playoffs every year?
I think you have to have a sense of realism and a realistic approach to where you're at, and it really helped having a coach like Paul that him and I were on the same page as far as how ultimately we saw the group moving forward and the group achieving the ultimate goals that we wanted to achieve, and certainly I wanted more so than anybody to that group to continue to move on and to win a round or two rounds or try to continue to build. But when you're in it, and we were in every game, they were all very close. But this league is not about close. This league is about believing that you can win and having the pieces. And at that point in time, we felt we had some really good young pieces coming that probably weren't going to be drivers or ready to be players that could make an impact quite yet. And just looking at where we were at that point in time, we felt that we needed to take a little bit of a step back, allow for some further development. But that doesn't happen unless you have the belief within your core group of veterans. And very fortunate that our core group of veterans really bought into that program.